Captain Marvel, a movie which I had extremely low expectations for, and by the beginning of it and like most of the middle, I was thinking, oh, my expectations might have been so low that's probably why I'm enjoying this, kind of like Thor Ragnarok. But much like the creator of this version of Captain Marvel and the Skrulls, I fell out completely out of the movie once the Skrulls switched sides, and it turned out they were refugees running, and they're just sad because they were separated from their families and all that. Yeah. Instead of just them both being in the war and neither sides are actually doing it, and it's a completely pointless war. It has no meaning, because that's what it was supposed to be. And the sad thing is, I'm not even a fan of the Kree Skrull war storylines. Only thing I know about them was from the Marvel cartoon Earth's Mightiest Heroes. So, yeah, I'm going to say he's probably right about it pulling out. Yes, there is the toxic feminism problem, or femininity, however you want to say it, in the opening parts of the film, but you could easily cut those things out and just brush them off and ignore them. Because as the reviewers said, the person who mansplained to her when she was doing go-karts wasn't mansplaining. He was telling her that, yeah, you don't take turns fast. You have to take them slower so you don't crash. And what she do when she didn't listen to him? She crashed. But other than that, I let it just slide the crap that was in it because I was enjoying it enough. And I was thinking, well, I'll probably end up putting this over Infinity War because I could probably watch this movie again, unlike Infinity War, which I could barely get through again. And nah, this one's going to be under Infinity War because, to be brutally honest with you, I didn't finish. I stopped when, I stopped paying attention once they got aboard the ship. Marvel's ship. I actually stopped watching when, if you've seen the movie, Nick Fury tries to get Goose to eat the Kree who come aboard, and Goose walks away. Because I know what happens afterwards. Everybody's always talking about it, how she flies around with no training to blow up all the bombs. Since I know that part is coming, I don't really care about watching the end. And I already know why she leaves Earth, and now she's not there because she's helping the Skrulls find their families and finding a safe place from the Kree for all those years. So, and I know how Samuel L. Jackson Fury came up with the name The Avengers Initiative, because that was on her side of the boat, or her plane, not boat, sorry. I'll give it a C- if you care about that kind of stuff. If you care about the letter grade, probably wouldn't bother watching it again. It kind of has the same feeling as Force Awakens, where it's a great opener, a good middle. You're actually enjoying the film. You're getting engrossed in it. You're actually not being able to focus around things around you. You're focusing on the movie, and then something happens that completely destroys it. In Force Awakens, the case, it was Rey pulling a lightsaber away from Kylo and her taking it in her hands and then her kicking his ass. I don't care if he's bleeding to death. He's able to beat Finn, a trained fighter who was trained to basically beat them because they're the stormtroopers. And, yeah. And then she just kicked his ass. And in 8, Snoke even points that out to him, how it's pathetic that he lost. And that was before they touched and had that excuse about why she was so powerful. That, oh, she got all your training. They hadn't touched at that point yet. They had another little hand touch thing. So, would I suggest someone watching this movie? Nah, you don't need to. Maybe Marvel fans might enjoy it. I'd probably put it in the same category as, like, Homecoming. I didn't like that film very much. Actually, I fell asleep during that one. I can go off what other reviewers have said about, like, the people who were singing the movie's praise, like Grace Randolph is saying how, what a great job the little girl that played Monica did. Nah, she just didn't suck. There was no great standoff thing that no other actress could... the other actresses are going to have tough time doing the role as the adult version of her. Why? Here's the only thing he has to do. Not suck. And be an adult. Boom. The little girl didn't steal the show or anything. And the cat doesn't steal the show either. Goose does not steal the show. It is Samuel L. Jackson's reactions to the cat and how he treats the cat, which is what quote unquote steals the show. Mendelsohn does fine, and Larson does fine, and Jude Law does fine. All the actors are fine in it. None of them are like great or perfect. It does the X-Men effect of, destroying MCU's continuity that they work so hard to keep. Because 2008, S.H.I.E.L.D. still goes by the Strategic Homeland whatever. That big stupid name that they really wanted to make it called S.H.I.E.L.D. But back in 1990, or 96, sorry, everybody is saying S.H.I.E.L.D. It's the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo. I work for S.H.I.E.L.D. He's the S.H.I.E.L.D. commander. Then you have Fury naming everything after her, which isn't a plot hole thing. It's just what annoying a lot of people. Because the side of her is Avenger. As well as in the Avengers, I had to actually pause and think because it took me a little while because, not really focusing on the stuff anymore. But that they mention how they never trained for aliens, how Thor is their first kind of contact with another race besides humans. S.H.I.E.L.D's still secretive at this point. They're not walking around with their logo on their clothes. They didn't do that till like Civil War. Not Civil War, Winter Soldier, when they were being taken down and everybody was in the building of S.H.I.E.L.D. But in the Avengers, they mention how they have never dealt with this. They never trained for an alien invasion, where S.H.I.E.L.D. knows all about the Skrulls and the Kree now. And Black Widow and Hawkeye are two of their best agents, especially their field agents. You think the first thing they would have done to train them was, hey, guess what, guys? Aliens are real, and we're gonna train you how to fight them. Because the Chitauri or whatever they're called, whatever made up name they are were supposed to be Skrull. But Marvel didn't own the license for it. Now they do own the license, so they can use them. So, yeah, there's that chestnut but, it only breaks the first Avengers and Iron Man. If you watch them in chronological order, that is. If you don't watch them in chronological, sorry, I can't speak, order, it's fine. Nothing doesn't affect anything. With Fury losing his eye to the cat scratch, it definitely destroys that scene in Winter Soldier with you gotta keep both eyes on you, because all you're gonna do is laugh at it now. And remember his cute kitty remarks and all that. So that was my review for Captain Marvel. I finally forced myself to watch after 2 weeks. And yeah. Oh, I will say this. I will definitely agree with the creator of Captain Marvel, or at least this version, that Carol Bree definitely does better with an ensemble. She does not do well by herself. In the beginning, when she's being palling around with the Kree that she's working with, her team, she was a fun, decent character. When she's palling around with Sam, it is a decent character and everything. So, yeah, I think she'll probably do fine as a team character. It's like, she'll be like War Machine. Can't hold a movie on her own, but a good team character. Hulk can't hold a movie, but Universal still owns the full distribution rights to a solo movie of him, and Disney doesn't want to share. Which is why the Defenders will no longer be in anything, because they don't own the full rights to them anymore. Now, Netflix owns them for 4 years, so the Defenders will be dead for 4 years, and they'll reboot them. And why X-Men and Fantastic Four were murdered in the comics and deleted. Well, not like some of them, like Wolverine and that kind of stuff was kept around, but the team itself, they were deleted basically because, this is just ads for the movies. They're not real. They don't matter, these stories. So yeah, Marvel doesn't like sharing its money, and neither does Disney. That's why Disney canceled the Clone Wars, because Warner Brothers had distribution rights to the show. Have a nice night, and see you later.